Hi, it's Randy. This video is presented by Tap Success.
Well, it hasn't so far.
All things, as you are in the process of creating anything, whether you are attracting something that you are wanting to you or releasing something that you do not want from you, if you will understand that over 99% of the creation is complete before you see any physical evidence of it, then that explains the difference in the perceived time of manifestation. In other words, as you are setting forth your thought, here is the way it works. As you receive the non-physical energy, and we're not wanting to sound metaphysical. Someone said, Abraham, you're sounding so metaphysical, and we say, it is difficult to express into physical terms that which is non-physical, and if that sounds metaphysical, then so be it. For as you are here in this physical body, you are not only created by and supported by this non-physical energy, but it is the stuff that is the current behind all things physical or non-physical. As you see yourself utilizing or receiving the non-physical energy, and you send it, you receive it and send it purely in the direction of something that you are wanting, you have very speedy results. But as you take the non-physical energy and you send it in opposing directions, then you slow your process. Or if you take any portion of it and send it in opposing direction, then it slows it a little bit. And so as you say, I really want something, and you really believe that all you have to do is want it and allow it, then you are taking that energy and you are sending it purely, you see. But as you take the energy and you are saying the words I want, but records are playing from your past experience that say unlikely or whatever, or if there is even a mixed intention, which certainly would not be the case there, then you may send the energy in opposing directions, which slows the process. As Esther was driving late at night, recognizing that she was too tired to drive, even feeling unsafe because she could not control the big car on the road, it would not stay in the lanes where it belonged. Her tendency was to say, I am too tired. In fact, those were her first thoughts. I should be sleeping, or we should stop someplace. But then she said, wait, I have access to the non-physical current of the universe, and I will utilize it right now to be refreshed. And immediately she felt refreshed. So much so that now she is examining all of the contents of the rental car, making the seat go up and down, moving the mirrors about. Now, it was easier for Esther to expect refreshment in that moment than it would be for Esther if she had some condition that she had had for a period of time to have released the condition in that moment. You are following? And so it has to do, your expectations are on a very broad range. More and more as you feel yourself utilizing that energy toward whatever ending, and you see results, you recognize that it has been your doing that is making the difference, then you will gain that, it is a momentum, but it is a knowing, a very powerful expectation that all you have to do is define clearly what you want and then relax and let it be. A dear friend who gathers here from time to time with us called, stating that his mother had died very suddenly, and he was in great shock about it. And he said, Abraham, she should not have died. She was a very young woman, very healthy woman. She just came back from aerobics. She took all sorts of pills to assure her health. And we say, so often, what you do as physical beings is done because you feel you must act to compensate for some lack that you feel. In other words, out of your feeling that you are not healthy, very often you make all sorts of compensating gestures in order to assure your health. But what is the universe hearing? Does the universe say, hear your words? Or does it respond to your taking of your vitamins? Or is the universe responding to the way you really feel? And is not sometimes your action very indicative of how you really feel? Now, the reason we're taking this long way around this for what we are saying regarding the subject of health is not applying to you. The reason we're taking this long way around this is because if we could insert into you suddenly a recognition, it would be the recognition that you are perfect. Perfect in health, perfect in wealth, perfect in worthiness, perfect in every way that we could define through your definition. You do not have to justify by virtue of your actions this state of perfect beingness. You could just let it be. You could just say, I want it, therefore it is, and let it be. But it isn't easy to do when you've lived a lifetime where, by influence of others and by example of others, they have shown you vulnerability of apparatus, declining of apparatus. You have seen them hitting one another over the head. You have seen things that now you feel fear about. And so now your action is in an effort to try to get that balance of thought more the way you want it to be. You are following us? We do not know a physical being, no matter what the state of physical deterioration. It doesn't matter if they have been diagnosed as fatally holding the virus of AIDS or the disease of cancer. It doesn't matter what it is. It is our knowing that if that one or those could accept their wellness and then just make strong statements that they are wanting it, that in time they could turn it around, they would have it. How long it takes has to do with how much thought is going off in opposition. So even though you may not think that you're splitting your energy, you still are. That is our point.
As you were talking, it occurred to me that the one that was healed miraculously, to my mind, was something that had just come upon me the day before.
Good.
The other
You were not
I
attached
had
to
directed
it.
it to as a long-term, long-standing ailment.
There you have it. And so we are not suggesting that it will take you as long to get rid of it as it did for you to attract it. For the balance of thought makes the difference. But we are saying that you must release it. In other words, remember, friends, now, if you can hear this point, you will have your key to all things that happen to you. There is no such thing as law of assertion. Someone else or something else or something outside of you cannot assert into your experience. It is only by law of attraction that you receive. Now that is pretty exciting, isn't it? Because that means you are in absolute control. But it can be a little uncomfortable in the beginning because you don't feel you have control yet. It is a little bit like having a runaway car and no one has yet instructed you as to what does what that affects the motion of the car. What we are wanting you to understand is that the thoughts that you think choose the direction of where you're going, and the feeling behind it chooses the speed with which you go there. The emotion is the power behind, and the thought is the direction of. And so if you're thinking about not having enough money, and it is really bothering you, you are really intense about it, you feel like you've hit the bottom, and you feel totally depressed about it, you are plummeting toward more financial trauma. If you just don't like it, but you don't think much about it, you're getting the point? And so you are living these lives where you are thinking many different things, many of them not in harmony with each other, and your emotional response to them depends upon how important they are to you. Law of attraction abounds if you give thought to something. Now, we have been observing the subject of health very keenly recently because as we are visiting with many of you, it is one of the top 3 issues. Relationships being first, money being second, and health being third. And what we have noticed as we observe is that the majority of conversation regarding all of those subjects is in opposition to what most of you really want. A very wonderful woman said to us, Abraham, I went home to visit my parents, and And I could not help but notice that my mother never says anything bad about my father. I'd forgotten. I haven't been there in a while, and I'd forgotten how she is with him. And she said, and when I get together with my girlfriends, we really have a boyfriend bashing party. Do you think that is the reason we are all single? And we said, you are a very wise woman. For as you give your thought and your words to what you do not want, as you give your negative offering, you are attracting the very thing that you are feeling, which is the lack of something you are wanting. As you look at someone and you see something missing and you focus upon it and it really bothers you, you attract that very thing, more of it. You attract more of the missing thing or the lack of what you're wanting, you see.
I want some extra income. Any ideas on how to earn online?
I got one for you. What about drop shipping? It's an excellent way to start your own business online. You won't need to worry about huge investments, any inventory, or shipping. This is an awesome opportunity to have a really high profit that you control yourself. Moreover, this is the kind of business that you can run from anywhere in the world.
Well, sounds good, but actually, I don't have any experience on how to build and run this kind of business. But I love this idea, so what's next?
It doesn't matter if you are a total newbie or a true expert in dropshipping. We have the ideal solution for you. Our custom store is perfect for a hassle-free start and immediate profits. You will get a unique dropshipping store with all necessary tools and options to run your own business successfully.
Cool. How to get it?
You order a custom web store. Then, your personal support manager gets in touch with you to work on your project from start to finish, taking care about everything. Our team will help you to choose a profitable niche, add products, develop, and customize a professional web store. We will also ask you to fill in our questionnaire. This way, we will learn your requests and preferences. It's recommended to work in a niche you're passionate about, or at least know quite well. Basically, you can choose any niche you like. So, in just a few days, you will have your own dropshipping business ready to make the first profit for you. From the technical point of view, your web store is fully ready for operation when we hand it over to you.
Do you mean I will get a store ready to bring me profit instantly?
Of course! When our work is done, you can start selling immediately. Everything is set up already, so you can accept payments and process orders right after getting the site from us. Our automated solutions help you run and promote your store easily. Your profit depends on your own promotional efforts only. Some of our clients are making huge money with these stores from the first month.
Well, I think I got it.
Cool! Just choose the package that suits you best and let's start your dropshipping journey today.